The excitement, the commotion of the first Saturday sitting for nearly 4 decades seemed remote today. All in Westminster was quiet, but behind closed doors in the different quarters of power, the various players were ruminating on what might happen next and what they should do about it. For the government, as far as they're concerned, and despite the PM being forced to ask for an extension he promised he never would, it's full steam ahead.
We're going to deliver by the 31st of October. We are going to ensure that we get this deal done. And I'm confident that with the support of good people with whom we may have disagreed in the past, but who respect democracy, we will get this deal done.
If you're a betting man, would you put money in it?
Yes, I have.
You have? OK. How much?
Well, that's between me and the Health Secretary.
And indeed, votes do keep coming in for the deal. Virtually all Tories and expelled Tories are now on board, including Amber Rudd, who had wavered.
In terms of the economy, it's very good for Northern Ireland. It's less good for the rest of the Union. So I thought that Theresa May's deal was the right deal. I think this is not as good, but I will nevertheless support it.
Order! Order!
The trouble is, the government have lost control of the process. The Speaker looks likely to deny the government the chance to consider the deal again, as it's been voted on already. And so the only option left for the government will be to introduce new legislation, the Withdrawal Agreement Bill, to pave the way for the deal. The problem is that can be amended and changed in every direction possible into something the government doesn't like, including even another referendum which Labour says they'll push for.
What we've said is Boris Johnson should take this deal back to the people. We've also said, we want a general election too. And in that general election, we've said we would negotiate a sensible option for Brexit, and then we'd put that before the people.
But it isn't a referendum, which could cause most trouble. No, that's likely to come from other amendments which might attract more cross-party support. In particular, keep your eye on the idea of a permanent customs union amendment. That could be very popular in that place, and not only would it leave us with a much softer Brexit, it would fundamentally transform Boris Johnson's Brexit deal, ride a coach and horses through this newfound Conservative Party unity, and essentially lead us right back to square one. Perhaps Johnson's best hope now is for the EU to reject his extension request, but that seems unlikely. Yesterday, the Prime Minister came so close to victory. This week, victory will likely not only be elusive, but move further and further away. Lewis Goodall, Sky News, Westminster.